Every church, no matter how big or small, should have a website. Unfortunately, a lot of pastors are afraid of websites. Either they're not comfortable with the internet, they're not comfortable forming a website, or they think it's too expensive or too difficult. And a lot of times it is because of the way we go about it. Too many churches are trying to create their own website or hiring someone to create it. And that costs a lot of money. Or you find someone in your church that's savvy, computer savvy, and you ask them to do it, and they do it for a little while, and then they're gone. There's just so many reasons why not to create your own church website. And I've come up with the top 10 reasons why not to create your own church website. Number 10, the kid that you asked to start your website that's been doing it by himself for 5 years is heading off to college. Now what? Number 9, by the time you finally get your homemade church website up and running, it's completely obsolete. Number 8, people never revisit a website marked under construction. Number 7, you're afraid to offend the guy that's put so much time into your website by asking him to change everything. Number 6, the family pictures of your family are you 20 pounds ago and your high schooler when he was an infant. On second thought, maybe that's a good thing. Number 5, when your web person moves or leaves the church, time to start over again and again and again and again. Number 4, unless you spend mega church money and have mega church time, your website is going to look homemade and not in the apple pie good way. Number 3, the events listed on your calendar page still have a 19 in front of the year. Number 2, people are looking for consistency, and your website keeps changing over and over again. And the number 1 reason why you don't want to create your own church website, you're spending more time creating your website than you are on your Sunday morning message. I just want to encourage you that there are some positives out there, and there are ways to have an excellent and a professional web presence. If you're on my site right now, wallsofgrace.com, what you're looking at is something that I created, but I really didn't create it. I'm using a template that a company called ShareFaith has created. And basically, I used a lot of their pictures and a lot of their clip art. I use the word clip art because it's an old school word that we understand. But I use a lot of their created items, and I put my words on it, and I create it in my own way. I throw a couple of pictures of me on it, and all of a sudden, it looks like I have this amazing website, which I do. But I didn't spend a ton of money, and I didn't spend a ton of time creating it. There are 3 web hosts that I've used. I've used other ones in secular situations, and I tried to use secular web hosts for my Christian ministry and church, and it was very difficult to use what they consider religious pictures, and it was very tough. But the 3 websites, web hosts that I've used that I've had great success with are ShareFaith, which you're visiting this if you're on Walls of Faith, Walls of Grace, then you're visiting a ShareFaith template. The second one is Clover Sites, and that's the site that the church that I'm a associate pastor at. That's the host that we use. And then the third one is a company called Radiant that I used many years ago when I was head pastor of a church. We used them as our web host, and they're an excellent company as well. To the right of this page, you'll find my 3 reviews of those 3 companies: ShareFaith, Clover Sites, and Radiant. And you'll see that you can have an excellent web presence for $20 a month after a certain investment. But look at my reviews of them. I give them a 1, 2, and a 3. They're what I've discovered in my use, not just traveling around on the internet and finding out prices, but I've actually used all 3 of these. And I have samples of websites that you can visit and see what they look like. And then you can go to their websites, of course, and see all the templates that they have and find out if they have something that will work for you, or if they're in your budget, or if they have the ease of use that is important for most of us. I pray that helps you out. I'm not a website expert, but I know that there is a way to look like one, and that's to use one of these web hosts. And my endorsement of them is completely unsolicited. I'm really just here to help you have a better presence on the internet so that people will visit your website, come to your church, and grow in their relationship with the Lord. Keep stopping back to thewallsofgrace.com for more tips and more encouragement to increase the kingdom of God at the local church. God bless you.